हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। हरे कृष्ण. We will continue our discussion. We are starting the second chapter. I wanted to share some PPTs with you. So I will just this is now Yamadutas have presented their argument properly. Now it is the time for Vishnudutas to give a counter argument to prove them that how they are wrong. They are going to teach a higher level of science. So we will try to see this. Just a second, I am sharing this. So here we are seeing this. How the jeopardizing of mercy, divine message, how Ajamila's case. So what happened? This judicial crisis at the edge of life. So it's nicely. So what happened is Ajamila, burdened by a life of sin, reached the moment of death, and Yamadutas they said, okay, now he has to live, and they were ready to punish. They arrived to claim him for the punishment based on his historical ledger. And then Ajamila unconsciously uttered the name of his son Narayana. Instantly, Vishnudutas arrived. Now, the conflict is, can a lifetime of accumulated sin be fully erased by a single unintentional utterance who has ultimate jurisdiction? So, whole life he did sin. Suddenly, unconsciously, he uttered the holy name, and that's it. The whole story changes. So, the justice require patience, complete hearing. Just a second. This is very important understanding. What happens is why we are not getting convinced is we don't want so something so simple, so easy. So the core concept is Vishnudutas are entirely distinct from mere enforcers. They are defined as Nyaya Kovida, supreme experts in Niti Shastra, the science of ethics and uh, jurisprudence, the prudent of Atha Upadharaya. So, and Yamadutas present their claim based on strict historical ledger, but whereas Vishnudutas listen completely, their response is not an emotional reaction. This is very important. They are not becoming emotional. Actually, Yamadutas will become emotional when they go to Yamaraj in the next chapter. Their response is not an emotional reaction, but a praise and judicial dismantling based on a higher understanding of law of dharma. That is the point. And a single unjust punishment contaminates the judicial system. Oh, custom, what a calamity. So the irony and the offense is the assembly of authorities or justice. That means uh, has been touched by injustice, adharma sprishta. So that's what Vishnu Dutas says. The Yamadutas are applying punishment needlessly, they say. Danda virtha. The target is sinless, who ought never to be punished. That's what the argument of Vishnu Dutas are. Array, even if you one injustice you have done, that means whole system is collapsed. And you are applying punishment unnecessarily and that to a sinless person. Now, the key insight is a punishment applied without factual basis is not merely a mistake, it is an active act of adharma that compromises the integrity of the entire cosmic court. like now, the system works like this. That's what the system is. The holy name is something which is completely different from all the rules of this world, which is beyond the rules. That is why we are not able to understand. Array, what is this law? There is some other law that is applying here. We have to know the whole judicial system, there is some other law. Whole judicial system of this world is of karma. But Lord comes, that is it is under him. The four pillars of right authority. First is parental affection. Care from subjects like a parent. Punishment is applied only for the ultimate benefit of the recipient, never out of malice. So parents, when they do punishment, when they give punishment, they are not envious of the child. They don't want to give pain to the child, but they are interested in changing the child. And then that is Pitaraha. And Shastraha is moral instructions. Act of an educator. So what the Shastras do? They teach us dharma through establishing law and guidance, not just brutal enforcement. The Shastra are not enforcement. You have to do. No, they are trying to educate, they are giving. And then exemplary character. Sadhava. They exhibit spotless personal conduct. A leader cannot demand of others what they do not practice themselves. So this is the third stage. And fourth is Samaha. Remains equipoised in happiness and distress, entirely unbiased and untainted by personal performance. So this is Samaha, equipoise. So shelter of citizens is so the right authority. If somebody is on the top, if he's the king, he should have parental. So his punishment should be like a parent. His instruction should be like Shastras. He should have personal examples, and then he should be equal in all situations, happiness and distress. So these are the four qualities of a person who has rightful authority. Then he can give the shelter for the citizens. And then comes the next one. So these are all from the mm, this chapter only. I am just trying to derive from that. Now, when protection becomes predicate, society has no refuge. So now the shelter of the citizens. So this is all argument by Vishnu Dutas. They are saying, how can you do this? How can you do this? You should be like a parent. You should be. So he is giving this example. So breakdown of Vishamaya. So when what happens when leaders show the opposite tendencies? They become biased, uninstructive, malicious, or hypocritical, dismantling the core of dharma. So, tam yanti sharanam prajaha. If those meant to protect become unjust, where will the people go for shelter? This is the summary of whole chapter. No? So, the implication of the case, the Yamadutas are agents of supreme judge. If they are permitted to punish an innocent man, the very foundation of cosmic justice shatters. So this is what the Vishnu Dutas are telling. So you cannot do it. Now we will come to this. I have another presentation of what is the main argument about the holy name that I will come. That is also very interesting. Means when it is coming in a PPT form, it is more interesting. Means we can remember it nicely. I understood the difference. So the leader's action established the universal standard. So top level, middle level, bottom level. Uh, Now we will come to this whole chapter summary. Uh, after finishing this aspect. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, this is supreme atonement. You try to see this. This is the long purport which Prabhuji is discussing from last 3 days. So then Prabhuji is not taking, so I'll take it in a PPT form. It's a very easy to understand in this way. So what happened is this is the two verses only, establishing the precedent of absolute purification. What is that? First is he is sthena, so he did a crime, theft. Then what happens? Addiction, surapanam. Retaliation is retaliation sin is mitraduk, betrayal. So what all things Ajamila did? Then capital crimes, Brahmaha and Guru Alapagha, so and all these things, and ultimate transgression. So all these things are the severity of spectrum. Theft is drunkard, betrayal, then Guru Aparad, and whatever Stri, Raja, Pitra, Godhana, all this transgression. Now, the Vishnuduta established a legal precedent. He says, if the holy name can purify the most heinous offender, it purifies all lesser infections also. So now here you see thousands of 12-year vows of strict austerities and a single utterance of the holy name. So what happens is it is an unequal scale. So the Yamadutas doubt, how can a single fleeting utterance atone for a thousands of grave sins that cannot be eradicated by lifetimes of all these ritualistic penances? So that is their argument. Now here very interesting. The two diverge mechanisms of atonement. Please understand this very carefully. First is the dimension is operating mechanism. Suffering cancels suffering. So if you did something wrong, you have to be wrong, then it will destroy. And when the holy name is chanted, the Lord's attention purifies the soul. And the scope of effect is destroys only the external effect of sin. But holy name destroys the deep root of sin. And metaphysical jurisdiction is beyond bound within the three modes. The rules are within the three modes. Whereas the holy name, it is transcendental beyond the modes. Right? End result is the sinful tendencies remain dormant. Here the sinful tendencies is entirely uprooted. And dependency requires strict rules, time, and ritual expertise, whereas available to anyone, anytime, anywhere. So this is the power of holy name. This is one part. We'll see another very interesting thing. Now, anatomy of sin. So the example, the elephant and the fire. The elephant bath, sinful action. Again, you commit sinful and all. But holy name is like fire. It will immediately burn the vasanas. The ignorance is destroyed here. Ordinary atonement cut the branches. The name of Govinda is like fire that incarnates the subtle impressions, ensuring sins lose their ability to generate. Now, another decisive difference, the divine attention. So, what happens is like ultimate atonement occurs because the mind of Lord becomes directed towards that person. See, the most important. When we chant, Lord is looking at you. As soon as Lord looks, immediately the living entity is freed. So that is why unintentionally also, if he has without offenses he has chanted, it will have effect. The reason is because the Lord looks at you. Till now, Lord is busy with his Ras Leela pastime. Suddenly somebody chanted, Govinda. Then he says, oh, somebody is chanting. So he looks. So an active exchange. Ordinary atonement is human effort, canceling human debt. Chanting invokes the Lord's personal protective involvement. Oh, this person belongs to me. I will protect him. That's what Lord feels. As soon as you chant, oh, you chanted me, you called me. Okay, 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 okay. I'm there, I'm there. It's like that. So one utterance immediately Lord is thinking, this is my person. He chanted my name. Namabas the shadow. So what happened? The first unintentional utterance. So from birth to death, na, one time he unintentionally uttered. So a shadow of name chanted without full knowledge or devotion, but critically without offense. So the metaphysical reality is by this very first chanting, all past, present, and future karmic reactions also. So past removed, future till death it is removed, and present is also removed. Material desires and ignorance are instantly zeroed. So it all became zero. Future also, past also, present also. One time unintentionally chanting. Why? Because Lord said, oh, my person. He chanted my name. Array, he didn't mean for you. No, no, but that is my name. Like that. So the resolution of paradox is here. It is very nice point. The bite of a toothless snake. Why did Ajamila continue to sin after his first utterance? His subsequent actions generated no karmic riyas. Even though after chanting one time he is free from all, still he continued doing sinful reaction. Why? The impressions, sanskaras of his previous life persisted, but like a snake with its fangs removed, they had entirely lost their power to bite him. So it's like a shield. Now the snake is biting, it is not having effect. The poison is removed. The poison karma is neutralized. So he's just doing as a habit. He's not getting any taste in it. That is the point. He's doing it but no taste. That is the most important thing. For devotees also, we out of habit we may do certain things, but we don't get taste. And that is why we should means we should not justify our wrong activity, but there is no taste. That much we should know. And the danger of eighth offense is Arthavada, the holy name. Is what is the problem is we may say it's an interpretation and exaggeration. That is Arthavada. So offense of equivalence. Considering the name equivalent to ordinary pious activities, vows, or sacrifice strips it of its transcendental nature. So that's actually what is happening to the all these ritualistic ceremonies and all. They may be doing for long time, more time, all these things. But we see that array, we don't see much effect only. Why? Because they consider holy name as one of the rituals. If they understand it is something beyond, then they will have effect. So I'll give that example is also given by the trap of Arthabad viewing scriptural praise as more encouragement or exaggeration is a deadly offense. We should not think, oh, just to encourage them, the holy name is, they told that holy name is like this. No, not for encouragement. Is and the consequent treating the name's absolute power are mere metaphor ensure it remains ineffective, keeping the practitioner bound by karmic law. And that is what is happening for all this. Like there are so many Vedic chanters and Sanatanis and all these people they are doing. And then there are some simple devotees in some foreign country. He don't know any of this ritual. He's just sitting and chanting, and he can go back from back to God. Eh? And these people who are so much dharmic, this that they are stuck up here, happily stuck up. They cannot do much. And these people, they experience bhava also. You can see some foreigners, they are chanting, they don't know anything. They only know holy name. They are very fortunate in that way. No offense. And immediately they are like, I was telling this example one time. Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj, they were celebrating Janmashtami festival and night 12 o'clock till 12 o'clock the kirtan went 12:30 and 1 o'clock and The Abhishek was over, Kirtan was over, and then Maharaj was going there back to the Pandal. He was walking there in the Pandal. So one boy came to him, young boy, and he told, he came from behind and he asked, "Can I ask you a question?" Maharaj said, "Yes." He said, "Why am I know I'm attending this music, whatever is happening here, and they are chanting this name, and I don't know what is the meaning of it. But from last 45 minutes, I am crying only. I am not able to stop my tears. Is there anything wrong with me?" Maharaj said, "Everything is fine with you. It is wrong with me because I am not able to cry." So the point is, and now he's a new person. He just chanted and he's getting so much feeling, emotion. Why? No offense. So that is the point. That is the power of holy name. So dynamics of shelter. So here this is the game. The holy name never loses its capability. But like a powerful merchant, it selectively extends or retracts its protection based on the surrender and offense of the individual. It gives full shelter. If you close it like umbrella, half of you will become wet. And mercy returns, the holy name full capacity is restored. The principle of predominance, the three orientation, karma, jnana. In karma and jnana, what is the consciousness? I chant as a part of my religious duty. And in penances, I chant to remove my sins. But a devotee chants out of love. So the result is what? For karmis and jnanis, they acquire merits but remain in a karmic framework. In when penance is okay, sins are removed, but the heart is locked. It will not get prema. But a bhakta, if he's chanting for the pleasure of the Lord, chant out of love, he will get prema. So things are named according to their predominant factor. The name is not a static mission. It responds directly to the intent of the soul. And then comes the timing of grace and veil of the world order. So metaphysical reality. This is the nice point. See, instant destruction of all past, present, and future karmic reactions. This is with the holy name. And physical reality is what? See, this is very important. You see the difference here. Nice point. Very important. As soon as you chant, na, metaphysically, that means in a metaphysical level, that is certain level, everything is destroyed. Now you are seeing a line below it. This line is telling in reality what we see externally. This is the internal what happened. Externally, what we are seeing is a delayed visible manifestation of the name's fruit. We don't see any immediate effect of the holy name. Second is the why it is not externally seen, because preserving the order. This is the most important. If every chanter visibly achieved instant liberation, the fruitus scriptures would be abandoned instantly, causing global crisis. The power is held to reserve to protect societal faith. That means to protect the faith of the people who are in other scriptures, other process. Even though the holy name can immediately change everything, externally it will not show the changes. Internally, everything is happening. The holy name internally cut the root. The Lord instantly hide the immediate staggering effects of the holy name. So Lord is hiding the effects of holy name. Even though there it is happening. So metaphysical level, instantly everything is destroyed, but externally it will not be seen. Because he want to hide the benefits to protect the faith of the people who are doing it. And synthesis, the ascending path of the full fruit. First is faith. Approach the holy name with conviction, distracting skepticism, and vigilance. Strict, avoid the 10 offenses, especially the trap of Arthava. Don't think holy name is something ordinary. And associate, anchor the practice in the company of pure devotees. And then watch as past offense dissolution and holy name's power began to reveal itself, diminution, and the full fruit is with offenses destroyed, the name acts independently to grant return to the supreme abode. So the ultimate journey is not a mechanical checklist, but a progressive cleansing of the heart to receive the Lord's absolute attention. And just as fire does not burn selectively, the name of Govinda consumed all sins without residue. This is Haribhakti Vilas. And even the outcast becomes immediately free from the bondage of karma by chanting the Lord's name. So the holy name is not an act of human penance, it is the invocation of divine intervention. So this is a very nice point. Uh, Holy name is not an act of human penance. It is a invocation of divine intervention. You are directly calling Lord. I want you. Lord says, okay, I saw you. Why are you here? Why are you suffering? I don't know. Okay, come with me. Finish. And then everybody is looking at what happened. Where is this fellow? He's supposed to be one of us and suffering like us. And this fellow is out of this world only. Why? Because he chanted. And how many times he chanted? One time is sufficient. So this is another story we tell from Ramayana. When king he committed some Brahma Hatya, he became very morose and his all luster gone. He is very dull, and he went to different sages to ask, "What should I do? What should I do?" And everyone is telling, "We don't know," and gave very extreme solutions. So then he went to an ashram. There, the sage was not there. His son was there, and then he asks, where is your father? He says he's going to come. And the son asks, okay, what is your problem? The king thought, okay, let me explain. He told, I did this brahmatya and I had this problem. I don't know how to come out of it. What is atonement? The son says, no problem. Chant 3 times name of Ram, you will be free. He chants Ram, 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 Ram. In case he chant little more also. And then he immediately felt the relief. And he was about to, the sage comes. And he says, what happened? Arey, your son is very intelligent. I was having this problem and he told me to chant the name of Ram. I chanted. He told me to chant the name of Ram 3 times. The sage became extremely angry. He said, oh, my son, he does not have any faith. He is a faithless fellow. I am going to throw him out of the ashram. Actually, why did he say to chant 3 times? One time is sufficient. He told 3 times means he don't have faith. He's out. And next life he become Guhaka. That's what I heard. So the authority, so Namabas and yeah. So one time it's a divine intervention. We are calling the Lord. So we'll come to the purpose of Prabhupada. Then tomorrow I will summarize the chapter. Penance stages, people chant to perform penance. They want to get out of any penance. People they thought want to free from all this. So now Sudhir Goswami said, my dear king, Lord Vishnu, servants of Lord Vishnu are always expert in logic and arguments. After hearing the statements of Yamadutas, they reply as follows. Vishnu said, Alas, how painful is that the irreligion is being introduced into an assembly where religion should be maintained. Indeed, those in charge of maintaining the religious principles are needlessly punished, a sinful, unpunishable person. So, Yamadutas will be surprised. What is this logic? We already gave the list of what all he did, and these people are telling he's an innocent person. What type of innocent? So Yamadutas accused Vishnudutt accused Yamadutas of violating the religious principles by attempting to drag Ajamila to Yamaraj for punishment. Yamaraj is the officer appointed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead to judge religion and irreligious principles and to punish people who are irreligious. However, if completely sinless person are punished, the entire assembly of Yamaraj is contaminated. This principle applies not only in the assembly of Yamaraj but throughout human society also. Human society properly maintaining religious principles is the duty of king's court or the government. Unfortunately, in this age, in this yuga, Kali Yuga, the religious principles are tampered with the government, and the government cannot properly judge who is to be punished and who is not. That is what is happening. People, they don't know. It is said that in Kali Yuga, if one cannot spend money in court, one cannot just get justice. Indeed, in our courts of justice, it is often found that magistrates are bribed for favorable judgment. So, very unfortunate situation. That is true also. Sometimes religious men who preach Krishna consciousness for the benefit of entire populace are arrested and harassed by police and courts. Demadutas who are Vaishnavas, Vishnudutas who are Vaishnavas, lamented for the very regrettable facts. Because of spiritual compassion for all fallen souls, Vaishnavas go to preach according to the standard method of all religious princes, but unfortunately, because of the influence of Kali Yuga, Vaishnavas who have dedicated their life to preaching the glories of Lord are sometimes harassed and punished by courts on false charges of disturbing the peace. So this is actually very unfortunate situation. Present situation is very like this. The king or the government official should the now Vishnudutas are now started telling. The government and office be so well should be so well qualified that he acts like a father, maintainer, and protector of the citizens because of affection and love. So we discuss in the PPT this. He should give the citizens good advice and instructions according to the standard scriptures and should be equal to everyone. Yamaraj does this, for he is the supreme master of justice, and so does those who follow his footsteps. However, if such persons becomes polluted and exhibit partiality by punishing the innocent, blameless person, where will the citizens go to take shelter for their maintenance and security? So these are all things Prabhupada is writing here. The king or in modern times the government should act as guardians of the citizens by teaching them properly the goal of life. Prabhupada is so much concerned. This is the compassion of a Vaishnava. So they are very compassionate and merciful. It says that human form of life is especially meant for realization of oneself and one's relationship with the Supreme. Because this cannot be realized in animal life. The duty of government, therefore, is to take charge of training all citizens in such a way that by a gradual process they will be elevated to the spiritual platform and when realize the self and his relationship with God. This principle was followed by kings like Yudhishthir, Parikshit, Lord Ramachandra, Ambarish, Prahlad. The leaders of the government must be very honest. Your Prabhupada is giving so many high standards. The government must be very honest, religious, because otherwise all the affairs of the states will suffer. Unfortunately, in the name of democracy, rogues and thieves are electing other rogues and thieves to the most important posts in the government. Recently, this has been proven in America, where the president had to be condemned and dragged down from his post by citizens. This is only one case, but there are many other because of the importance of the Krishna conscious movement. People should be Krishna conscious, should always vote for anyone who is, should not vote anyone who is not Krishna conscious. Then there will be actual peace and prosperity in the state. When a Vaishnava sees mismanagement in government, he feels great compassion in his heart and tries his best to purify the situation by spreading the Hare Krishna movement. The mass of people follow the example. So Prabhupada purports are so nice. He's understanding the social situation and he's explaining. And tomorrow I will go more deeper in all these purports also, because it's nice to discuss. I just discuss the translation part till now. I will go with the purport parts tomorrow. I want to, because it's very important what Prabhupada is telling to understand. He says that the mass of people follow the leader in society and imitate his behavior. They accept as evidence whatever the leader accepts. Although Ajamila was not punishable, Yamadutas were insisting on taking him away to Emeraj for punishment. So here comes the important point. So they are trying to touch an innocent person. That's what actually Yamaraj did not tell them. Now he's going to tell them. Just keep distance. Whoever is chanting, don't go only near them. I have seen in Sri Vaishnava family also, some of them they are seeing Yamadutas and living body. Yamadutas came and took them. Now they are from Sri Vaishnava family, and that means they are Vaishnavas. But why it happened? Because of this reason, Arthavad only. They are more interested in rituals, not in the holy name. So holy name didn't work only. Even though they chanted holy name, it didn't work for them because they didn't have that is an offensive way of chanting. They are considering it's one of the rituals. It won't work like that, and it is very, very true. Now, some of them, they one priest he committed suicide and died in the temple only. Now, what will happen to him? He'll become ghost. One interesting. Like Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur and Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they went to one village. I told this story also. Again, it's a nice story. What happened? It became late. So they saw why to disturb the people in the village. So outside the village, there was a temple and they slept in the night. And next day morning, when the people woke up from the village and Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they started coming out from the temple. Then all villagers asked, where did you sleep in the night? He said, oh, it was late, so we slept in the temple. How can you sleep in the temple? There is a Brahma Rakshasa there. There is a Then they said, no, it was, oh, we chanted the holy name. And no, then no problem. That we chanted and nothing happened to us. Then the villager said, the problem is the priest, he was worshipping in the temple and he used to continuously chant the holy name and he died. Now he became a ghost and he continuously chanting the holy name as a ghost. So even if they go and chant, he is also chanting. So they are afraid. They go and say Hare Krishna in the temple. They also hear this Hare Krishna. They ran away. He's a ghost there. So what happened is this person, a very, very offensive person. Anybody comes, he used to abuse, he used to speak very foul language and insult people, speak bad about them. And he used to parallelly chant also holy name. So the holy name, that means he didn't have any faith and holy name didn't work only on him. So external vibration is there like a machine, but internally change is not happening. And when then he became ghost also, you see. That is hellish punishment. And then Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, they delivered him. After that, he was not there. When they chanted, he heard the pure holy name, he got freed from it. You are seeing the difference. So the point is that uh, chanting is important, but we should also know that how to chant without offenses. That is a big thing. Okay. Any questions, comments? You can take. Yes, Gail Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
There's um this point that you brought up. It comes up from time to time also about the fact that when a person chants the holy name and um, their material desires go away, right? There's some
Yeah.
confusion for me because um, even though their material desires go away, we see that they continue to engage in sinful activity.
No, material desires will also be there, and the impressions are also there that will make them do. What goes is the
Yeah,
taste for it is gone.
yeah, that's what I mean. The taste for it is gone. So they no longer have those desires as a goal, right? If
Yeah,
they
you
have
switch
the
off the fan,
desires,
still it
eh,
rotates.
yeah, it's because
Inertia, that
the
is
the
inertia.
s- yeah, yeah, the swabhava is still acting.
Yeah,
So the desires are coming from the swabhava, not from their values, right?
yes,
The shastriya values. So yeah, this I understand, and that is why sinful activities continue.
yes,
And but that's only one of the reasons. I think one another reason was because we said that we don't want people who don't have faith in bhakti to take up this practice because they see that um, s- you know material desires go away in those who do have that faith in bhakti, right? We want to protect their faith
yes,
in their path,
yes,
right?
yes.
So this is the part that is like not so clear to me. That you see, I it's so unclear that I it's hard for me to even formulate the question. But what I understand is that they have desires for either material, um, fruits, the enjoyment in this material world. If they're sakama karma yogis, or if they want impersonal liberation, they have their faith there, right?
Yeah,
So, it- their faith is not in pleasing Krishna. So
yeah,
if they see that by chanting the holy names, their material desires will be vanquished,
yeah. Why
then
they will not? It is better they take it, and why? What is disturbance to them? That's the question.
yeah, because especially since we do say that even if you even if your faith is in material things or liberation, um, Tivrena Bhakti is still the best process for you to get what you want, right? We do say
No,
like
no,
that.
it won't work like that. Say now you have some certain taste, certain faith in some food, and somebody comes and say, "No, this is very organic," and you take, and no, you should not eat pizza, you should not eat burger, you should not eat this, you should not eat that. So they give a big list for you. So even though and you say by eating it you will become immediately everything will change for your health. But I am so conditioned to eating this food from last say 30 years, 40 years, and suddenly to change it is some people can do it, but some people it's a disturbance. He says, "Arey, I am like this. Like I told my mother, don't take sugar." She said, "No, no, I take very little," but she never gives up sugar because she always she is doing it from many years, so she don't want to give it up. She says, "Okay, okay, good. I show her videos, this, that, but it won't work for her." I said, "It's so dangerous and all." Now, why it is not working? Because they get conditioned to it, and for some people, now it is confusing also. Arey, you are telling us something which we cannot do. So people want to live
Hmm.
in their own style. Lord won't want to disturb them. Arey, you want to live in this style, now where is? And suddenly say some you people are living in certain style and they are whatever they are happy or whatever. And Lord don't want to disturb them. Okay, whatever they are, let them do it. And holy name somebody chanted, I will take them, and I don't want to disturb their faith. They are living in a particular style, and that's all. So that's Lord desire. Why we
Because,
should disturb?
well, well, the Lord does not want to disturb their faith because otherwise it would be like taking them
Confusing for them. They don't. They
by
don't see
yeah,
what
force
happens
by
now.
force.
Now, now I am conditioned to eat in a particular way. I know that this is not the right one, and suddenly somebody comes and says, I cannot do that also, and I cannot give this also. I am eating this. I am not able to give what I am eating, and I know something is better, and I'm more miserable. I'm more confusing. If I don't know, then I'm peaceful. Like sometimes somebody people will complain when you preach them, na,
Mm,
then they say, and they want to, they are not able to take up Krishna conscious fully now. But problem happens
mm.
is they say, Arey, why did you tell me about Krishna? I was very happy previously only because I was not knowing. Now you told me and you made me more miserable. I am not able to enjoy that also. I am not able to do this also. You are understanding? So that happens actually, and true. Many people complained also. Arey, like when I told my brother, he was a little afraid. He said, "Hey, don't tell me more. I may also become like you. I don't want to become like that. Let me be like this only." So
Mm.
that is the point. So Lord also understands that people don't want to get confused. They are happy with their own world. Let them be in their own world. So even if you want to show the effect, He will not show the effect publicly, so that the people they remain in their own world. So that is His mercy actually.
So yeah, so um, if they even see the value of what you're trying to do for them, but because they are too much
Now I will ask
attached
you,
to
Ajamila story is there in Bhagavad, it is open secret or closed secret?
is open.
And means many people read Bhagavatam. The people with Karma Shraddha are also reading Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is a famous book. That means they read Ajamila
Mm.
story also. But did it affect anything? No. So even though it is there, they read it, they heard it, they speak also it. Many Mayavadis also will speak on the Ajamil story, but they don't understand it because their faith does not allow them. They are limited to that much only.
Their faith does not allow them means that their attachment is too strong to their material desires or their impersonal
No, they don't
liberation
get faith
desires.
only. They don't. They speak, and no, they can speak glories of holy name more than a devotee also. But when application comes, they don't have faith. They say it is good only. That is for the sentimental people. This is correct. But for us, we are Gyanis. We don't need holy name. We will do our way. So not that they don't know. They speak on the holy name. They give Mayavadis can give a better class on Ajamil story than us also. But when it comes to what they feel, that oh, this is for sentimental people. We have to uh, encourage them to chant the name. Some dharmic thing they should do, na. So they speak on the holy name, but they think it is for sentimental people, not for us. They think we are beyond the holy name.
Then that means they don't understand they
That
how
is
can
the
you
point. So that is the point. They say, "Arey, holy name works. Sometimes it works, and some people only it works, not for everyone." They don't understand all these things. This is such a
but
fine thing.
uh,
Uh, cannot be understood like that. A fine sign
no, but you said they could even give better class than devotees. How possible if they don't really get
because
it?
they no, they can speak nicely. That's why. If you have an ability to speak, you can present things in a better way. You have Buddha, the Mercury is good in your planet, then you are a good speaker. Then like they're good in
But they would not be able to properly glorify the holy name if they don't. I, I don't know what they could possibly say
no, when they
as a
glorify,
good.
people cry tears. So their glorification is all external because they don't have faith. They just glorifying. But real glorification, of course, what you said is right also. They cannot really glorify, but they can present it in a such a way. that we have a speaker in Telugu here, a Telugu language. I don't know when he speaks and he tells about the holy name, people will get tears and all. And then that's all. After that, for him, he will say everything is okay only then. For them, they think we are beyond it. So, so they will not get that faith. They should
So,
hear from a devotee.
so, so, so they're speaking like this, and when they speak like this, it's just for they just it's for others. They just I don't know.
Ah, yes,
They're
for
just saying
others.
it for.
To yes, to all the bhaktas who are sentimental, who cannot know about jnana, they cannot analyze the like jnanis, so they are stuck up with all these things. For such people only, this knowledge is there. This pastimes are there, like Ajamila pastime are there to encourage bhaktas. It's not for jnanis.
And so, if such people, or even let's say karma kandi people or sakama karma yogis, whatever, if such people saw that our desires um, were getting vanquished, they would, I don't know, they would think, I don't know, what would they think? They don't want to follow the path of bhakti yoga.
Nahi, see what happens now. For us also, see how many times we heard to get this understanding. That means the tendency of karma and jnana are not easy to get out from the heart. So we still have a doubt. Arey, one time he chanted and everything worked. Ah? One time only chanted, everything worked. Ah? How much time it took for us to develop that faith that one time is sufficient. Even now also we are feeling doubtful. One time is sufficient. Now what to speak of somebody, and we have some bhakti shraddha. We have faith in acharyas and Vaishnavacharyas, Vaishnava scriptures. And somebody who don't have, like I'm in Sri Vaishnava family, they have they are so much into rituals now. For them, you tell chanting is sufficient and all. They don't understand only. They say no, rituals are very important. We should do it. Very particular about it. Now, how will they understand? Arey, one time holiness sufficient. All these rituals not needed. No, they will not understand that. So, uh, so I have attended rituals and all. For them, they feel that action should happen, something should happen. You say, no, one time you chant and you are free. No, 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 no. It will not work like that. They will say, we have to do some ritual, some fire should be lit, and no, something is put in and some rituals, and it's very complicated mantra should be chanted. Ah, now we are satisfied. So, because they will not get satisfied, because the karma mentalities and jnanis, they think, Arey, just chanting holy name, how it works? You should sit and know, you should meditate on all these aspects of truth. You have to meditate on how these elements, we are 24 elements, all these elements, how they are separated, and you have to cultivate this vairagya within. Then only it will work. How can you just chant the holy name and get freed without cultivating vairagya? So they have that jnana faith. So they cannot understand that. For us, we have faith. For us also, it is taking so much time. You're understanding the
Yeah, because
difference.
even I have still have questions about that. Like
That is why. So that is the point.
I
For us, it takes time for us to take time. Why we are having time now? Because we have this jnana tendency and karma tendency. If we see very grand arrangement is done and no big ritual is done and some yajnas this that, I say, now something happened. Or you have to do so much austerities, and no, we have to stand. We have done very extreme fastings, extreme some sort of things. Then we see, now it works. No, holy name, no need to it does not depend on your extreme any actions. Just chant and done. So that is the point.
and even
We feel that,
yeah
hurry, we did 30 years of intense practice, now it is working. No, one time is sufficient. Like that.
yeah and and as we said, right, you don't have to You don't even have to have faith that that's what will be the result, or do you
We don't have to.
have faith that by chanting Krishna's name once, all past,
Yeah, faith is
present?
not needed get get liberation, free from sinful reaction. Without faith, also you get. Like Ajamila didn't
Yeah.
have any faith. He just chanted, he got freed. So to get prema, you need faith. So bhakti works without faith also.
Oh my God. There was some confusion that without faith, all of these sinful reactions are eliminated.
Yeah.
But a person, you see, here's my problem. A person who he has let's say he has chanted Krishna's name once, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he has not yet acquired that faith in bhakti yoga. So I mean, when he because we say that it is Krishna will take charge of a person's life once he chants once with faith, right? But for the person who has not chanted with that faith in the path of bhakti yoga, yet all of his sinful reactions are vanquished. What will under what jurisdiction will his life be? Under I mean, it can't be the law of karma because all of his karmic reactions are vanquished, and it can't be Krishna because he has not chanted with faith in pure bhakti. So, what is his position? He has chanted Krishna's name once, but without faith. What is his position?
So now what happened to Ajamila? He chanted once without faith. Then Lord arranged that Vishnu Dutas come. And then he will start chanting it properly. Then he will chant with nicely. So this is actually
Yeah,
what happens.
but why with
Or
faith? Yeah, but why? No, but wait, why? After the Vishnu Dutas come, I mean, does the because they came now suddenly he has faith in the path of bhakti yoga suddenly like this?
no, no. What happens now in that case? People who chant, they get liberation. Like they free themselves from all the impressions. When they chant the holy name, they will get liberated. And many
Okay,
of
wait,
these
wait, wait, Prabhu.
jnanis and all, they get liberation like that only.
Wait. So let's say when we do Rath Yatra, so many people, they get inspired to chant the holy name. They have no idea about bhakti at all. So all these people in the street who hear and chant Krishna's name without knowing what they're doing, will they get liberation?
Hmm. In
I
the
don't think
past,
so.
like they did not do any sinful, any offenses in the past. So there may be something from our past life where we did offenses. Then it will not work. If they did not do any
Okay,
offense.
so most people they have done offenses and they
Yeah.
chant Krishna's name one time. So
Yeah.
now all of their sins are vanquished, but they don't yet have faith in bhakti. So what is their position?
If most of them they did offenses. If somebody did
Right.
not offend,
I
he
know. I'm saying for such people, they made offenses, but they don't have faith in bhakti yoga. But they did chant Krishna's name once. What is their position?
Nothing will happen. They just get some sukriti. That's all. And slowly, slowly, someday, like all of us, one fine day, they may enter into association of devotees.
But for those people, all past and all future karmic reactions gone?
No, no, no.
For all these, uh, this
No.
is one of my
Karmic
questions.
reactions will not go because they have some offense, na. Zero
Oh,
offense and chant, then only you
uh,
will get free.
oh,
You should not
zero
have.
offense you have to have.
Uh,
So, but I thought that zero offense means that you chant Krishna's name once and you get to go to his abode directly. No offense, but you
yeah,
chant
no
Krishna's
offense.
name once,
Yeah,
then
that
you
is
go.
like,
Then I thought the result of that was that you go to his abode directly.
offense means like Ajamila had very slight offenses. So you are very slight, then you will be free. So if you are having offensive chanting, sorry, if you don't commit in, you have zero offenses and you didn't had faith on the holy name but chanted, liberation is there. But if you don't have offenses and you chanted with love, then you go to spiritual world. Chanting with faith and without faith works. No offense. With faith you chant, you go to spiritual world. No offense. Without faith you chanted, you get liberation. You understand the difference?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Okay, but in Najamil's case, didn't we say that, with all of his crimes, he even killed brahmanas? I thought we said like that, which is an offense.
No, no, no. He did not kill. This is Vishnu Dutas are telling. Even somebody kills Brahmana also, he can be freed from holy name.
What they say?
Vishnu Duta
Vishnu.
says, even if
Uh-huh.
somebody killed the Brahmanas, the holy name can deliver them.
Mm.
Brahma Hatya can also be cured by chanting the holy name.
Oh, okay, but not Vaishnav. If I don't think
Not
brahmanas.
Vaishnava.
Yeah, not Vaishnavs. Okay, so Ajamil, he had not killed any brahmanas.
No, no.
Right. But even if he had,
Yeah, even if you had, he
he,
can be
he
cured.
even if he had, he would
For
have
the-
gotten liberation.
uh,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Okay.
But what happened to
Ooh.
Ajamila? When he started chanting, he started remembering the Lord eventually. That's why Vishnu Dutas came.
Oh, he did, because
Hmm.
we keep saying that he's just calling his son without only thinking of his son.
My Vijay Dwaja Tirtha, in
That's
this
the
commentary he writes that he remembered the Lord.
whose commentary was that?
Vijay Dwaja Tirtha commentary. We had last class we discussed, na, three commentaries were there. So,
Uh-huh.
but one of the commentators he wrote that he remembered the Lord.
So if he had not remembered the Lord, because I thought the whole point of this Ajamil story is that, you know, through this Namabas, right, chanting, where he's calling the name, but he's not at all thinking of the Lord. That's why the Vishnu Dutas came, not because he remembered the Lord. That's the whole point. The
No, he
whole
remembered.
point, the the glory of the Ajamil story is that he got saved even though he didn't think of the Lord.
No, one Acharya is telling he remembered. Some say he didn't remember. No, some did say he did remember, but it does not matter. Chanted. Vishnudutas will not allow Yamadutas to touch you. See, as soon as you chant the name of Lord without offense, you have faith, you don't have faith, Lord is looking at you. Either you get liberation or you get Vaikuntha. In both cases, Vishnudutas will make sure that Yamadutas don't touch you. So in both cases, Ajamila can be freed. Like you are not having offense, you chanted the holy name. Yamadutas cannot touch you. That is the point. Oh, yes, Matan.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you just repeat the last line? Because while you were talking, I was busy trying to unmute myself.
I am telling
You know,
Ajamila
mhm.
chanted without offense. So even if he chanted with faith, without faith, Yamadutas cannot touch him.
Yeah, but my
Yamadutas
problem is
cannot
that you
touch.
said that the. Mhm.
Either he should
Okay,
get
so
liberated
yes.
or he should get Vaikuntha. Ajamila, either he should get liberation or he should get Vaikuntha because he chanted without offense. If he has faith, he'll go to Vaikuntha.
Mhm.
Without faith, he will get liberation. But he chanted
Right,
without offense. So Yamadutas don't have jurisdiction on him.
right, right.
Hmm.
But but this last point that you were making, I never remember hearing this that at the last, I don't know at what time he remembered the Lord when he was calling his son, and that is the reason why the Vishnu Dutas came.
This is a commentary from Acharya.
Excuse me.
This is a commentary from Acharya. Prabhupada also writes in the Gurupad. In the last to
Mm-hmm.
last class, I can show that again. Maybe tomorrow I'll show.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Prabhu.
Alex.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Srinivas Prasad.
Hare Krishna, Dhanutana Devji, thank you so much.
Done.
Prabhuji, my question is, these samskaras which are there in 16 samskaras, so if somebody is practicing pure devotional service, so those samskaras are not important for that person to be performed?
We have to do in a Vaishnava way, then not a problem.
Mhm.
No need of all this ritualistic in this way. We can do in a, like say somebody to Annaprasana. So
Mm.
we bring them to temple, give them Mahaprasada, Radha Gopinath, and like that. So we have to do it in a Vaishnava way.
Mm.
Then not a problem. But we have to do some sort of ritual, but devotional rituals like marriage.
Yes, Viva samskara.
Marriage ritual we have to do only,
Mm.
but we may not do like outsiders. We may have little bit
Mm.
kirtan and
Correct.
other things are also important.
Mm.
Prasadam and all. So
Mm.
housewarming is there. Housewarming ritual. Most of the important part of housewarming ritual is we call devotees. We do abhishekam for the deities. And we do
Mm.
kirtan, and
Correct.
that is the most important part for us.
And the Garbhadan Sanskar, which is the first stage, so is that also important? Or if somebody is chanting 16 rounds, reading scriptures, reading Krishna book, Bhagavatam, sitting with devotees, so will that is that sufficient, or that Garbhadan Sanskar is also very important?
Means you have to do it in you can consult devotees who can guide in that direction. how to chant and all, how many rounds and all. So the point is basically we have to remain Krishna conscious.
Hmm.
If you are Krishna conscious, then rituals are, that is the highest ritual. To be Krishna conscious is the highest ritual. The purpose of all the rituals is to bring us to Krishna. So
Hmm.
if you are Krishna conscious, you are clearing all rituals. You are bringing all the rituals. So that is the point. So basically, we have to be grateful
Hmm.
and request, ask for what we want, and
Hmm.
then we do it. So sanskaras are to create an impressions to
Hmm.
give a proper ahankara. Basically, sanskara is what? Sanskara is an impression. Impression
Hmm.
for what? Impression to give us a proper ego.
Hmm.
So the best ego is to be understand I am servant of Krishna.
Krishna.
So then you are already getting it. So
Mm.
if you are having marriage ceremony, the
Hmm.
samskara is that okay, this girl uh, uh, is given by Krishna, I have to take care of her, and this boy is given by Krishna, I have to serve him.
Correct.
So this is what is the sanskara you should get. And you are thinking, okay, Guru Maharaj's mercy and Vaishnava's mercy, I am getting this married,
Hmm.
and you are going ahead. So that's the point. So basically, ritual is sanskaras are to give your ahankara. And the best proper ahankara is I am servant of Krishna.
Hmm. So even if like sometimes if Gabdan Sanskar is not being done in some case, and the both the girl and the boy, they are very sincerely chanting their rounds, reading scriptures, so then it's not like they miss something if they have not been able to perform sanskaras like Gamdan sanskar. Is that?
They are told to chant some 50 rounds or 64 rounds. That's all.
Mm.
That is the sanskara they have to do.
Mm.
There is no separate sanskara, but this is a sanskara. They
Mm.
chant 64 rounds. That's all.
Yes. So basically, doing samskaras in a Krishna conscious way, in a nutshell, even if we are doing samskaras, they have to be performed keeping Krishna in this center. The prime focus should be that somehow or the
No, I
other
am
we should.
asking now, what is the purpose of sanskara?
Hmm?
Purpose sanskara is to give ego.
Very true.
And highest ego is what? I
To
am servant
understand
of
that I am the
Krishna.
servant of Krishna.
So there's a one. There is Upanayana Samskara. In Upanayana Samskara, the boy is told you are a brahmachari now.
Mm.
In marriage Samskara, you are told you are a husband and wife.
Mm.
All the Samskaras is to give that identity.
Mm.
And you are giving highest identity. You are a devotee.
Very true. Yes, Roger. It's clear. Thank you.
Ruprani Mataji, you have some questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandabhra.
No, no.
Prabhuji, you explained one story, Prabhuji, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and Bhakti Not about the Brahma Rakshasa, their priest turning to a Brahma Rakshasa, Prabhuji. But he
Hmm.
was chanting the holy name only, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
He was abusive of others and he was chanting the holy name only, now.
Yeah, with
But
full
then how
offenses.
did he get that?
With full
Uh,
offenses.
huh? Yes, Prabhuji?
With full offenses.
Oh, offenses. Okay. Yeah, but even though, in spite of chanting the holy name, he could get the body of a Brahma Rakshasa. Prabhuji, that was my question. Because Ajamala, okay, he was offenseless, that is okay. He was
Hmm.
committing so many sins. Because of that reason, he got liberation. I mean, but here,
Sin,
it
sin
is
is different,
offensive
offense
chanting.
is different. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was committing offenses here in this person, even though he was a priest.
He was chanting in offensive way. He's abusing everyone. There may be so many Vaishnavas there.
Oh, okay. Vaishnavananda.
Hmm.
Okay. So we can take that body also, Raksha, Brahma Rakshasa body.
Yeah, happily you can
No, no. That was, I was wondering how could he get that body. So the nama has its own effects, you know.
So that means because somebody is chanting does not mean he is free. He can go to that Brahma
Yeah,
Rakshasa
we
body.
cannot go to Goloka, at least some other results, no, Prabhuji. It has its own power, no, it is, Nama is always potent. It can give something, it's now, Dr. M was asking.
No, it is like it is like a gun without a bullet. There is no content in it. It is
I
some
couldn't
sound.
hear Prabhu, your voice is not clear. What,
No,
Prabhuji?
it's like gun without a bullet. It does
Okay,
not make only sound. No content in it.
okay. This
Like
offensive chanting you're
somebody
talking
is
about,
watching movie and chanting. Will
okay.
that chanting have effect?
No.
Why sound is coming, na?
Absorption is not there, nothing is there, no, just only mouth exercise, that's all.
So what happens is when we commit offense, now our mind gets off. So the
Okay.
sound is coming, but the consciousness is cut.
Yeah.
So it does not have effect. That's why.
Oh, so whatever he has done, he got that body because of that.
It's like watching a movie and chanting only.
Okay. Mm, okay. If there is no offense, the result will be different. You know, Prabhuji, that's his understanding.
Yeah.
Even though you don't have faith, you will get liberation. But if if there are offenses, so there won't be any remarkable results, right? Prabhuji, even though he's chanting.
Yes.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you so much. Krishna.
Yes. Radha Jyoti Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, from the discussion that we are doing, I have one conclusion. Please correct if it is. So, if a person chants with faith or without faith, at the death moment, it is bit evident that he has or she has done the bhakti. Without that, it won't be possible. For the first my understanding is, but the statement that you said that one chants without bhakti will get a liberation. Uh, Even though it is, there is an element of bhakti in it. Uh, to what percentage or what margin, I don't know. That is my first
Oh,
conclusion. Is this correct?
Uh, no need. Ajamila didn't chant like that. He was just chanting the son's name. But still it worked. So no need of any element of bhakti only in it. They just chant means chant.
But he remembered the Lord means he was doing bhakti now, Prabhuji.
That is the last moment. But when he chanted first time, without faith also, without because he was free from offenses. First time chanting, when he said first time his son's name Narayana, that time no, he got free from all sin.
See,
He
Prabhuji,
remembered Narayana, later he remembered Narayana, that is different point. But the sin he got removed is when he chanted for the first time.
okay, but here the point of offenses come now. So my understanding is he was offenseless, means he was knowing what was the offense. It this
Mm.
cannot be means my argument is when I say that I'm offenseless or when I say I'm offending means I know it, right? Means I'm interacting with Vaishnava or the Lord or the process, and I'm being offenseless means he practiced bhakti in some previous life or something wherever he has done some devotional service, pure devotional service, and then he purified himself. Because when we have a body, means it's a conditioned, and we get a body because of Vaishnava Prat. The sins are
Who
not
told
that powerful
Who
that
told
will.
Who told this?
Yeah, we they say we fall in Canto 8, Canto 9, I read that we fall from spiritual sky. Means we first think we did offend only, no?
No, we don't come from spiritual world.
Even if we don't come, Prabhuji, but there'll be an offense. That is, then only there
No,
is a
need not.
offenseless
No, need not
criteria
be.
comes in.
No. There are so many people they can be without offenses. They never met any Vaishnavas. If you don't meet Vaishnavas, where is the question of offense? They only sinned. They don't have offense. There will be many people like that who never committed offense because they never met Vaishnavas.
But
Ajamila
there
was
is,
also offenseless. So he didn't do any, he was offenseless. That's why he got benefited.
he was offenseless, but because he practiced bhakti in his previous life.
That like
If
also,
I'm a pious person and if I'm not taking a bhakti and if I'm offenseless, I am still offending Lord na by not following the shastras and not taking a path of a bhakti. That is not an offense.
no, not
It is
offense.
offense.
No, not offense. It's not offense.
This is
Who don't know,
really
you didn't practice. That's all.
means this is like a wholesale ticket for the
Lord is
pious
not a
people.
tyrant. He's mother. Lord is not a tyrant.
No,
He's a loving mother. So
no, Prabhuji. This means that wait a minute. This means that a pious person who is really purified, like he gets a wholesale ticket from a lord without doing bhakti, interacting with the Vaishnavas, and he can go back home, back to Godhead. Then, if that was the case, what he was doing in Haridwar? He went Haridwar for 12 years, no? And
see, I
he was
told
not
he will.
completely purified from the offense. He was having offenses which were less. This means that he was in bhakti, no? Some element of bhakti was there. That is the reason he did an offense. And he went to Haridwar and he did his bhakti for 12 years.
But
That is also
Acharyas
there,
did
no
not
problem.
write like this anywhere, na? Acharyas did not write that anywhere.
Mm.
Acharya should write like that, na? Anywhere if he's like that. They didn't write only.
Who was he in the previous life? Something must
We
be
don't
there,
know.
no Prabhu?
They did not tell us. We don't know. We don't
So
know.
this at least this understanding is correct. No, a pious person who never came in touch with the devotees and didn't do any bhakti. If he chants the holy name, he can go back home, back to God.
No. He should chant with love. Prema should be there. Association of devotees must to get prema. Then only he can go back to Godhead. He can get liberation, but not Vaikuntha.
So he got association in Haridwar. Is the understanding correct then?
No, he got association now only. When Vishnudutas are speaking to Yamadutas, then only he got association. Then he understood what he is supposed to do. That association, he went and he understood and he went and chanted Haridwar.
But there is a statement that we fall down. So is not that an offense? We
No,
create
it is
we
sin. It is
came
sin. It is not offense. It is sin.
and then what you made a statement that we are not fallen down. What is that explanation? Could you please share on
We
that?
didn't come from spiritual world, I am telling. We came, we were never in the spiritual world.
Then fall down happened from where, Prabhuji?
We are already fallen. There is no question of falling down. We have to go get up now. We are fallen already. We have to get up.
Then that statement that we have fallen down, that what is that, Prabhuji, in Bhagavatam?
No, Bhagavatam also many places Acharyas told we never went, we were never in spiritual world.
So this conclusion is wrong, no? We get a life from because of aparadha.
No, that is wrong.
We are getting life because of past karmas, and this is the
Yeah.
chance to do the bhakti and get lost from it. Okay,
Yes.
Prabhuji, thank you so much. Eternally grateful to you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Yes, yes. I will. I do my things in very wrong way. So I do when I am uh, supposed to chant. I prepare for class. While class is happening, I do chanting. And when I have to do dressing, I hear class. And when I was uh, supposed to give class, I do dressing. And then while answering question answers, I take prasadam. I do everything wrong way. Not a good example. I don't know what I am doing also. Okay, thank you, Mr. X.